So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. This must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
And that gets things running. And he's going long. Oh, it's such shapes to shoot! He's delivered all right! Extraordinary start, breakthrough in next to no time. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Now, can he capitalise? That's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's gone direct. And the finish! And oh! It's there! Simplicity itself.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Forward it goes. Gets it back. Yari. Midway through the first pit. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Has a goal! He's pulled off a fine save.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation, and he reacted very well then.
Gets it back. He's left his man. Great leap! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
He goes long. Room for a shot. That's good defending, very good defending. Tries to locate someone up front. And help's available out wide. He's had a goal! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
That's a fine challenge. Good clearance and very necessary. That is going to be the final action of the first half. So a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. It's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So once again, we're underway. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Tries to get it forward quickly. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Looks to bypass the midfield. That is very well defended. And it's played forward. What an adventurous run from a defender. Shoots! That's a half-decent try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Time for a change in personnel. 2 changes being made right now. Hoists it forward, cuts it out. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Just brushed off the ball there.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And the shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Now the referee's seen the board, and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next?
you wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Two minutes to be added on. Goalkeeper's ball. And that will be the final act. So it's ended in a draw, craft and graft and everything apart from a winning goal that never came. An intriguing contest and a result which at least partly satisfies all. Actions then, Jim.
Listen, the more this game went on, to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So, on the face of it, things look simple. If they want to make the knockout stages, this is all or nothing. 3 points needed, and should they fail to collect those points, they will be going home and staying there. It all makes this very tense, really, for some, unbearable. The stress levels particularly high, but for those of us who are neutral, myself included, it is utterly compelling, and that is how it should be. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Madrid are utterly focused and determined. They know how much this means.
Well, if they can't find the motivation required for this, they might as well pack it in, Peter. This is the type of defining game that can propel the status of the whole club into the kind of territory where it needs to take its game. While individual careers may be helped with good performances, this has to be about the collective. If that remains strong, everything else should fall nicely into place.
So we're up and running. Looks to thread it through. Dangerous looking ball, and it's come to nothing. Out to the right. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Chance to shoot! Dispatched clinically. There is the breakthrough. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Salamanca take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. He's through. Big chance! Lovely bit of skill. Gets into some space. And he just whacks it away. Oh, shooting chance! Not offside that time. Well read, he sorted that out. Tries to get it forward quickly. Deftly done. It's come through and he's had a quick look in. Great leap! And oh! It's there! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And it's got through. Up to meet it! Good delivery, but no joy.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Oh, good interception. Morientes. He could be in here. Nicely measured pass. Away from immediate danger. And it's been taken straight back. Roberto Carlos. Roll! This could... Roll! It's in! And the comeback is complete. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
And we've reached half-time. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Madrid head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So just 45 minutes to decide the fate of this group. No changes at the interval from either side. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Tries to switch the play. Forward it goes. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Hierro. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and having notched a goal already, Peter, he's not going to be allowed to run off the shoulders as much.
Chance! It's broken loose. And that has been clubbed away. Segal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Defending of the desperate variety. Well, that's where he wants it. Well positioned to make that interception. Hoists it forward. A win here so important to their ambitions. Finds himself eased off the ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Salamanca are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. It's going to be a double change then. Gets it upfield. Tries to dink it in. Hits one! So close to drawing level.
I think he rushed that. He had a bit more time than he realised. He could so easily have equalised there.
That would have been game, set and match.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Tries to locate someone up front. Cuts it out. And it's played forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. That's surely a foul, free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
He's gone for the it's hit the crossbar. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Nicely controlled. Clears it out of harm's way. And that's that. Madrid have booked their berth in the knockout stage. What a prospect for them. A job really well done so far. Well, poor start, but what a great recovery. 2 wins in a row, and surely that will be enough. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
It's certainly doing it the hard way, Peter, but the most important thing is that the team got the job done. Getting through is all that mattered, and whatever tests came their way, they showed they were more than capable of dealing with it. An experience that can benefit them all in the longer
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
And that gets things running. Looks to thread it through. Tries to get it forward quickly. Gets away from his opponents. Hoists it forward, cuts it out. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's played forward where he wants it. That'll be a throw.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Tries to stroke it through. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Out to the right. A really good feat. Just brushed off the ball there. Chance to break. Ball through needs to be good here. Gets the better of his man. A chance! Has a goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Oh, some clever movement up front.
Yeah, they're playing with a false 9, and no one's really holding a fixed position up there.
How does that work?
Well, I think it's an attempt to just confuse this defence with constant interchange and different movement.
Pablo Hernandez. Away from immediate danger. Big chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Dinks one in. And he's cut it out. And we hit half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started. 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for.
you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Forward it goes. Going through. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill...
Sticks it away! Offside.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Gets it upfield. Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being...
And the shot! He scores! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Time for a change in personnel. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Looks to clip it forward. He's off on a marauding run. Chance! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Now a chance to break. He's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Nando. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Has he found his man? So that's it. It is all over. Great day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one team in it. Back to winning ways. 2 wins out of 3. It is a very decent return. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
There's a solidity about them, almost as if they set up not to lose and see how things unfold. That eases the pressure on the strikers, who can afford to be patient, and it's all paid off.
Barcelona are on the cusp of making the knockout stage. Ever since the groups were announced, this is where they wanted to be, and indeed felt they ought to be. There is a sense of genuine theatre here. The loyal supporters hope it is all going to be wrapped up in the next couple of hours. 3 points will guarantee that they get their wish. Unmistakably, this is the Camp Nou, staging a game in the way only the Camp Nou can. Barcelona are utterly focused and determined. They know how much this means.
Well, Peter, there's good pressure and bad, but this leans very much to the former, and a big chance to take everything on a level. These players have to embrace and tackle the task ahead with the courage and confidence they've grown for a time like this. I expect them to swim and not sink, and they won't need a rubber ring here either.
So it's down to business here. Floats one over. And it's corner.
Look, there's some very good headers of a ball in this team now, and they'll be demanding the right delivery to give them a chance to go at this.
Chance! It's bounced out! Defending of the desperate variety.
Barcelona have been the more adventurous for me and productive, and now they have to add that clinical bit.
Guardiola. Out to the left it goes. He's left his man. Real chance! Turns and goes back. Hits one! Forward it goes. This is promising. Plays it out to the wing. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Over to the left. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level.
Has a hit! There's a goal! First blood drawn. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Barcelona have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Good run through the middle, but he needs support. Got a size of... hits one! That's gone a long way up and away. Chooses to go back. Tries to get it forward quickly. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Barcelona come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting. There is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. And we're already back underway here. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. Goes for goal!
Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
He gets past his... Oh, and the finish! It's a goal! Two to the good! They have breathing space! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Barcelona get themselves a two-goal cushion.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
And that's sprayed out wide. Oh, nice touch. Look at the defender bombing forward. Barcelona get it back again. He's got options out wide. Played into space out wide. He has it out wide now. Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Barcelona have to win if they're to make it. Hoists it forward. Now surely! And it's played forward. And the counter is on. Rapidly approaching the end. Barcelona have their place in the knockout stage all but secure. Well, there's going to be another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Forward it goes. Plays it out wide. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Tries to get it forward quickly. And that's that. Barcelona have booked their berth in the knockout stage. What a prospect for them. A job really well done so far. Successive wins then to blot out that opening day defeat, and 6 points ought to be plenty. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, not as smooth as they would have preferred, but they're through, and that's the bit that matters most.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
And that gets things running. There's a long ball. That's a decent ball. Goes for goal! Can't get the better of his opposite number. He's through, now is he in? The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Cuts it out.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty box.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Played out to the right. Tries to get it forward quickly. Looking to break out here. Dinks one in. Decent looking ball. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Going through. Crowd calling for him. Shapes to shoot! They score! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Gets it back. And here's the chance to counter. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Turns and goes back. Shoots! Cleared without complication. There's the whistle for half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
San Sebastian head into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. San Sebastian carrying a one-goal lead. Gets wrestled off the ball. He's played him through. He's got away. Into the channel. He's got options out wide. A real chance to break. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? And help's available out wide. Goes for it! He's missed, but by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work out.
Across the field it goes. That's put paid to a promising move. And now they can launch a counter. He's found his man. Going for goal! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Santander making consecutive changes here.
That was good defensive pressure to give him less manoeuvring room.
Hoists it forward. San Sebastian got their goal at the end of the first half, and the score is 1-0. And they've been caught out here. That's good defending, very good defending.
San Sebastian.
Well, that's a foul, free kick's been given. And he is going into that little black book. Just 5 minutes left. It is just a question of running down the clock now.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation. And it needs to be any time now, really.
There goes the final whistle. San Sebastian, hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. A third straight win, mighty impressive, top of the group. Team to beat. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
San Sebastian have declared themselves as a tough team to beat. They could be doing the knocking.
Bilbao are on the cusp of making the knockout stage. Ever since the groups were announced, this is where they wanted to be, and indeed felt they ought to be. There is a sense of genuine theatre here. The loyal supporters hope it is all going to be wrapped up in the next couple of hours. 3 points will guarantee that they get their wish.
So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Well, it really is a terrific sight here, and it goes to underline just how far this game could go towards shaping the fortunes of the team.
Well, Peter, the question that comes to mind is how much do they want it? These players know that this could be the gateway for bigger things. Progression, for starters, brings greater financial reward, it increases the brand power and can enhance the whole business side of things. Individual player profile elevation is also a huge incentive. Careers can be catapulted from this. It's worth remembering.
So we're up and running.
Looks to clip it forward.
It's a decent ball. He's had a shot! Yes, it's in!
Listen, it's a great start, but we've seen teams surprise themselves with early goals before and sit back. They've got to avoid that.
Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Bilbao have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Out towards the flank.
Aimed in towards the centre. Shot at goal! Yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Valladolid
Grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really...
Big chance! There it is! And they get themselves in front!
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, look, it's always great to see a solo effort with a goal. It's the ideal combination of pace and control.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Oh, real danger here.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled.
There's a long ball. Tries to get it clear.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being...
And he has been fouled there.
Hoists it forward, looking to break out here. Victory now would mean so much.
He's gone for it! In for the pieces!
And he's there to clear it.
Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, he shoots! He scores! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Lovely goal. Perfect poise to set himself for the strike.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display. What a player.
Bilbao go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now.
Ah, he's given it away. Hits one! Danger averted for now. Breaks on here. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. We're into the last 45 minutes in this game of substantial significance. Looking, has a pop! And he nearly went all the way.
You can only admire his attitude with the determination he found to get close.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Plays it out to the wing. It's a loose ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Time to deliver. Played into the middle. Goalkeeper's ball. Defender's on the back foot. He's made sure that that won't get through. Clears it out of harm's way.
Bilbao are certainly a team that knows how to play their football as stylishly as you'll see. Tiki-taka at its very best, and they back it up with goals.
4 in the game. He is the man.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Bilbao grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Rapidly approaching the end. Bilbao have their place in the knockout stage all but secure. Well, here is the raid we were told to expect. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And they've been caught out here. Looks to dink one in.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
And it's played forward. And the referee brings it to a close. And just see the thrill amongst the players. They have made it into the knockout stage. So 4 points from 9. It leaves them right on the cusp and sweating on the group equation. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
It's certainly doing it the hard way, Peter, but the most important...
Valencia emerging for this crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that, of course, is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope that the trend continues here and now. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Valencia have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
So that's got things underway. Floats one over. Room, big chance! It's in!
Right from the first whistle, they played with an energy that makes them good value for that early goal.
Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, that's brilliant from him. Such a calm finish. Just pick your spot, don't think about what the keeper's going to do, concentrate on what you have to do.
Valencia have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
Because of that first goal now, it's a great opportunity to make it one-way traffic and add to this lead.
Forward it goes. Battles to win it back. Well weighted. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Shoots! It's anyone's ball. Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Massive leap! Harmlessly behind. Plays a clever pass. Timely intervention. Ortega. Valencia are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Gets wrestled off the ball.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Could move up a gear here. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's through the middle. Surely a shot. Tries to get it clear. Hoists it forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Still needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Valencia head into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. So off we go once more. A solitary goal That has been the crucial difference. Just brushed off the ball there. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. And it's played forward. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority.
Hits one! There's a goal!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Mallorca are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Has he found his man? Great strength, too strong for his opponent. It's come loose. Mallorca have a free kick. Gets it upfield. Mallorca really are defending from the front.
They are, and this type of pressing is a case of counter-attacking a counter-attack. It's high octane and high pressure, high fitness.
Ortega!
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
A chance that's created through very good grafting. Did well to get in the face of his opponent.
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Dinks one in.
Valencia showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Shot a goal!
Oh, he's managed to miss it.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Out to the left it goes. Turns and goes back. Keeps everyone guessing. Mallorca desperately need a goal, and this could... And time is up. Passion and panache and perseverance, and in the end, parity. A really good game to watch. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's on as even. No complaints.
So we just await the arrival of the teams here in what is a crucial game. It appears to be a fairly safe place that they find themselves in. Very probably avoiding defeat will be sufficient to progress in the competition, and that is reflected in an air of optimism, indeed confidence swirling all over the place here. The mood is very, very good. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. They are already looking forward to life at the business end of this competition. This a job that just needs finishing off.
To be perfectly honest, Peter, it would be a big surprise for them to slip up at this stage and not qualify now. Thinking about a point is potentially much more problematical than going after 3. We've seen many a team do that, and before you know it, they're getting it wrong. If they're true to themselves, I'm ready to back their chances.
So it's down to business here. And he's going long. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. It's anyone's ball. And here's the chance to counter. Looks to clip it forward. He's through the middle. Let's put a stop to that. Forward it goes. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Tenerife have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
And it's played forward. Get a throw in. Good ball, it goes for goal! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
It's out for a goal kick. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Now the counter. He's got away. Oh, it's open. He's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. Hoists it forward. A real chance to break. Looks to dink one in. Going for goal! Cleared away. Has a pop! And it's been taken straight back. Belts one! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Well, the action has already resumed here. So deadlock still as the second half begins.
He's gone for it! There's a goal! And the second half is off to a flyer!
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
It's a promising ball.
Real chance! Really well taken goal. 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So that's 2 now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Plays it over to the other flank. Up towards the front line. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Talk about singling someone out.
Well, his stealth has been compromised because of his goal, and his...
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Chooses to go back. Quick.
Oh, shooting chance!
Changes then in quick succession. And that's been levered clear. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Shapes to shoot!
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Great lead! And it's there!
And they are cruising away. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Cuts it out.
He's had a goal!
That is a class save. He had to be at his best. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
And the shot!
Standing save to keep that out.
Up to meet it!
though he didn't quite meet it right. Looking to get... has a hit! Great football, shot and save. Towering header! And that is the last effort of the game. You'll just see the thrill amongst the players. They have made it into the knockout stage. And in the end, they have strolled through comfortably. Unbeaten, 7 points from 9. And they are gathering momentum into the knockout stage. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, not as smooth as they would have preferred, but they're through, and that's the bit that matters most.
La Coruña are on the cusp of making the knockout stage. Ever since the groups were announced, this is where they wanted to be, and indeed felt they ought to be. There is a sense of genuine theatre here. The loyal supporters hope it is all going to be wrapped up in the next couple of hours. 3 points will guarantee that they get their wish. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. So they need a win. They need a win to get them over the line.
Well, Peter, the question that comes to mind is how much do they want it? These players know that this could be the gateway for bigger things. Progression, for starters, brings greater financial reward. It increases the brand power and can enhance the whole business side of things. Individual player profile elevation is also a huge incentive. Careers can be catapulted from this. It's worth remembering.
Now we're on the way. Here's a clever pass. Good clearance and very necessary. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Good challenge. He just stood firm. Vigo couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. He's got through. He's got away. And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Still a cracking effort. Really looked like a man on a mission the way he went through on goal.
Working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
And it's got through. Timely intervention. He's made sure that that won't get through. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. What an adventurous run from a defender. Still goalless at the moment. It's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Deftly done. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Now a chance to break. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Throw in. A win here so important to their ambitions. Forward it goes. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he...
There's the whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination.
Hits one!
And he's there to cut it out. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
The ball's come loose.
Shot at goal!
And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Turns and goes back.
Hits one! There's a goal!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So here comes a substitution. Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
And they've been caught out here. Time for a change in personnel. Away from immediate danger. Knocks it away.
La Coruña are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Gets it back. Right through the middle. Oh, great ball! Shoots! It's got a goal! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Gets into a dangerous position. He gets past his man. Has a goal! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. Vigo take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
He's tried one. Tries to get it forward quickly. And that's that. La Coruña lose by the odd goal. It could have gone either way, but that is no consolation. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium. And I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
And so the prevalent question on everybody's mind ahead of the game here, will they make it out of the group stage? Well, the odds are very, very good on paper. A single point is all that they need, and they need no favours from anybody else. It is in their hands. The faithful has every right to expect, to believe, a feeling very much reflected in the pre-match atmosphere. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Zaragoza looking to finish the job here, and to do so with appropriate style, Jim.
Well, Peter, this is nothing to do with good fortune now. This team is here on merit, and if they can sustain their level of performance, it's hard to see anything other than the right conclusion to this group stage. However, and I have to address the other potential outcome and remind everyone that concentration has to be their best player for the duration, or else.
So that's got things underway. Looks to thread it through. He spotted the run and played him through. Going through. Good challenge, excellent challenge. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Finds himself eased off the ball. Out to the right. And he's cut it out. Acuna. Oh, real danger here. He gets past his man. Big chance! What? Oh, shooting chance! There's a goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Zaragoza have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Goes to finish! Just off target.
Massive lead! Yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
They just need to avoid defeat. It would mean so much to them. And he's on his way! Ball's loose, who's getting there?
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
That's not going to make it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. To the last 45 minutes in this game of substantial significance. Just brushed off the ball there. Well, they can break here. Tries lifting it over. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Acuna. He's there.
Gonzalez! And he's found the net! And they've got their lead back.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Zaragoza take the lead. No, it's not getting there. Decent looking ball. Well, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
It's a loose ball. Tries to switch the play. Tries to get it forward quickly, and the through ball is intercepted.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Gonzalez! Back of the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Zaragoza take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Oh, hits one! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think 2 keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind 1. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
4 in the game. He is the man. So now the difference is 3.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That's surely a foul. Free kick. Keeper sends it forward. Done very well to intervene. Going for goal! And time is up. Zaragoza have booked their berth in the knockout stage. What a prospect for them. A job really well done so far. Successive wins then to blot out that opening day defeat, and 6 points ought to be plenty. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
It's certainly doing it the hard way, Peter, but the most important thing is that the team got the job done. Getting through is all that mattered, and whatever tests came their way, they showed they were more than capable of dealing with it. An experience that can benefit them all.